Australia. I finally did it. The pleasure trip I dreamed about all my life. And you know what was the best part? My wife and I discovered the wonderful world of New Zealand for free during what they call the magic season. Boy, what a great experience. So sit back and relax. For the next few minutes, I'm going to share some of the wonderful experiences we had. And be sure to look out for, as our friends down under say, a beaut of a deal on some special value holidays at the end. I guess what impresses me most about Oz, that's what the Aussies call their country, is its diversity. The vast emptiness of Central Australia, the outback, the big bustling coastal cities where most of the people live, the tranquility of the bush. We got all the action and excitement we could ask for. Plenty of elbow room to get in touch with ourselves. The people are as diverse as the places. The Aussies are a jolly mob. A mix of ancient and modern survivors, toughened by the sunburned land. They're down to earth, informal, and friendly. A favorite pastime is poking fun at each other. There's rowdy rivalry among the cities, and Aussies and New Zealanders love to rib each other. But they're mates, as they say. It really puts your mind at ease being around the folks down under. They seem to really like us Yanks. This topsy-turvy place has something for everyone. More unique experiences than you can poke a stick at. Hey, I'm beginning to sound like an Aussie. Oh, and the food. I ate my way through an international assortment of cuisines. I never gained a pound. Too much to do. We swam the Great Barrier Reef. Went face to face with life in the wild. Not to mention other forms of wildlife. You can be waited on hand and foot at luxury hotels. Enjoy the active life. Or lay back and watch. Or just let the world go by. What's your pleasure? For my wife, it's taking time out to smell the flowers in a tropical rainforest. For me, it's fishing.
I think I got one! Hey! I want to make sure it's in.
Congratulations.
We both like the weird and wacky, and there's plenty of that.
It's Australia 1, Australia 2, Australia 3. They're coming down. Let's see how. It doesn't matter who the camels are, but it is in fact Camel 15 the winner.
Judge's decision is final. I'm the judge. I don't find toes, so you can't argue with me. I don't have students here to help me mind toes. The Liberal Party toes, trained by John Howard down in Canberra. What can he do today? Let's go. Oh, John Howard's going to sit there.
The people down under sure made it feel like down home to me. I never felt more relaxed. As a matter of fact, my vacation really began before I boarded the plane, when I called Air New Zealand's friendly experts to make our reservations.
Yes, sir, we can fly you directly to Australia, and now's the perfect time. We call it the magic season.
Magic season?
Yes, between April and September. It's the time of the year when Australia's outback and the Great Barrier Reef are at their best, and the cities are at their cultural peak. In New Zealand, the weather is perfect for less crowded touring.
Whoa, New Zealand? I'm afraid that's not in my budget.
But on our Magic Season specials, it's free when you fly Air New Zealand. And it's the time to get the best value for your travel holiday. And we have some special low rates.
That's great, but isn't it cold there?
You'll find the climate actually quite similar to California.
Well, what I knew about New Zealand wouldn't fill a cocktail napkin. So I started asking all kinds of questions. It turns out every Air New Zealand agent is friendly, and they're really experts. I got all kinds of helpful tips and information. Soon I was mentally packing my bags. The price was right, and finding out that Air New Zealand has the most modern, reliable fleet of jet aircraft in the South Pacific really put us at ease. Check-in was a breeze. The flight was comfortable. They really took good care of us. Auckland, New Zealand, my gateway to the land down under. They call it the City of Sails. Auckland bridges two harbors. It's the focal point of New Zealand, home to nearly 1 million proud Kiwis. That's what the people call themselves. The Kiwi is the native flightless bird. Pretty appropriate nickname. Who'd ever want to fly away from here? It's magical. It's a friendly city, studded with parks and reserves. After checking into a fine hotel, we decided to check out the local living legends. The magic season is also rugby season, and it's the national passion. There's any number of ways to spend the day. And night. And handle the morning after.
Oh, it's a lovely morning. Oh, yeah. Wonderful, isn't it?
New Zealand's only about 1,000 miles long, and we were set on exploring it end to end. Just wanted to follow our noses. We decided to freestyle it in a rental car. Finding a place to stay during the magic season isn't a problem. We wanted to experience genuine Kiwi hospitality, so we decided to stay over at one of the country homes that put out the welcome mat for vacationers.
When you have that many people coming and going, you have to keep in practice. I haven't had food like this since I was on my grandmother's farm in Arizona.
Next, we set our course northward to the Bay of Isles. With 115 islands in the bay, there's a lot of beaches to choose from. This is where the original Polynesian settlers, the Maori, first landed. They thought they'd found the home of the gods. Well, it sure is my idea of heaven. Heading southward, I thought for a minute I'd stumbled into the other place. This is actually a ritual greeting. And despite the boiling mud pools and hot geysers, this is a peaceful place. Rotorua, the center of Maori culture. A dip in the mineral baths is especially welcome.
We've been in for over an hour now, and your hands just don't go wrinkly at all. No, they...
Just down the road is the Wairaki International Golf Course, one of the top 24 resort courses in the world. This is also horse country. It put us in the mood to hightail it south to Wellington for a visit, and then hop aboard the Royal Ferry to South Island. Time to see how the other half lived. The better half is how the Rye South Islanders see it. Local pride runs deep throughout New Zealand, especially in these rugged coastal villages and isolated mountain towns. This is Kaikoura, the home waters of a large pod of sperm whales. Christchurch, settled by Englishmen and proud of it. It's called the Garden City. The people are democratic and hospitable. They believe that everybody should have a fair go, An equal chance for the best of everything. But there's a character here who says he's the only one in Christchurch who isn't boring. He's known as the Wizard.
I myself am not employed by anybody. I get fringe benefits and certain donations, just as rugby players do, or athletes. Basically, I am an athlete of the mind. My topic today, I thought I would pick America.
There's great alpine skiing above Christchurch. But for a once-in-a-lifetime thrill, cross over to the west coast and try cross-country skiing down the Tasman Glacier. If that's not wild enough for you, how about jumping off a bridge? Bungee jumping.
Hey, Jane, you're walking the plank.
Yeah, I walked the
after
plank.
her.
Oh, God.
Hey, those
Be
air particles.
careful.
Is she definitely going to be all right? Jane!
5,
4, 3, 2, 1!
We couldn't quite get into the swing of it, so we dropped in on Queenstown during her winter festival. For 1 week, the town has a ball. In typical Kiwi fashion, there's a contest for everything. Well, after all that hard work spectating, it was time to go fishing. New Zealand has the best in the world. The fish are big, and the fishermen's stories are bigger. That's me. And my wife's the shutterbug. Here's two beauties that didn't get away. You know, in a curious way, New Zealand took me back home again. To the young days, the simple pleasures. The Kiwis have frontier values and a do-it-yourself spirit. I think this is the essence of New Zealand. New Zealand is green country. The people care about the ecology. The Kiwis make sure that the things that shouldn't change haven't. By the way, only Air New Zealand gives you the option of visiting Tahiti, Fiji, or the Cook Islands as a stopover. We chose Tahiti. On the tropical islands, magic season is best, milder and less humid. All in all, Air New Zealand's world-class service was wonderful. It's no wonder Air New Zealand's been voted best foreign airline 8 times by the readers of Travel Holiday magazine. Right now, you can visit the wonders down under during magic season. Air New Zealand can personalize any itinerary for you, or you can choose from 4 special value holidays. On all these special value holidays, your airfare includes a free stopover in New Zealand. If you've never been down under, Air New Zealand can help you. Consider one of these. The Kiwi and Kangaroo Caper departs on Mondays, returns on Tuesdays. 16 days, including the highlights of New Zealand's North and South Islands, and visiting Melbourne, Canberra, and Sydney in Australia. Captain Cook Explorer. In addition to airfare to New Zealand and Australia, you receive accommodation vouchers for your choice of hotel, home, or farm stays. And the length of stay is flexible. The Pacific Spectacular is a 20-day pre-planned itinerary for travelers who want to experience Australia's Great Barrier Reef in depth and also see the highlights of Brisbane, Sydney, and Auckland, New Zealand. If you're the independent sort, like we are, Air New Zealand has the perfect planning guide with hundreds of choices, including hotels, car and camper rentals, sightseeing, and hosted homestays.
And on Air New Zealand, you'll see how time flies with our friendly award-winning service. See your travel agent or call 1-800-262-1254 to begin your holiday adventure today. This offer and seat availability are limited, restrictions apply, and this offer is valid in the United States.
I gotta tell you, being down under will make you feel like being on top of the world.